Ollie, just saying hi to you. Viewers, you're live and invite your friends. So we're live. Make sure you invite your friends. Moonrock. Hey, Moonrock. Oh, yeah. Thanks for joining. Live coming from the Boston downtown crossing. I'm DJ Evan MC. I'm going to be broadcasting today live stream at the Brewer Fountain on the Common. Boston people are anything but common. I'll see you on the Common today at the Brewer Fountain from 12 to 7 with Footprints of Boston, DJ, music, fashion, love, money, religion, violence, and death. Let me get to the right lights. And God said, "Let there be light." Willkommen. Moonrock from Berlin. Willkommen. Antonio. Buenos dias. Mexico. Thank you for joining. TikTok live from Cafe Nero, having my morning coffee before I DJ at the Brewer Fountain on the Common with Footprints of Boston and clubevan.com. If you'll pardon me, I'm eating my breakfast. I'm waiting for others to join. Un momento, por favor. Viewers, make sure you share your live invite with more friends. Beef Nugget, I love that name, Beef Nugget, awesome. Somebody came on the live stream yesterday named Funny Monkey. I wish I would have thought of that name, Funny Monkey. I'm a cheeky monkey and a funny monkey. I should have had that name, DJ Funny Monkey. DJ Funny Monkey was a lot better than DJ Evan MC, the Hitman. I'm going to be doing a mix today featuring Bruno Mars. Special guest, Bruno Mars. From 12 to 7, you can join me as I DJ live stream from the Brewer Fountain on the Boston Common, the historic Boston Common where freedom started. The 4th of July in Boston is epic. This is where it started. Live free or die. We are Boston strong and anything but common. Clubevan.com and Footprints of Boston, the Boston Police, and thank you to Mayor Wu. I'm a friend of Marty Walsh, and Marty said to me a couple of years ago, stay on the Wu train, Evan. Thank you, Mayor Wu. Thank you, Governor Hailey, the best governor. Coming to you from the best state to live in, according to U.S. News and World Report. Boston is the most sought after state to live in, #1, according to U.S. News and World Report. Low on crime, best schools, best health care. We are also the best town for sports. As Winston Churchill would say, if he were alive today, we'll fight them at the Red Sox Stadium at Fenway. We'll fight them in Foxborough at the Gillette Stadium. We'll fight them at the TD Garden with the Celtics and the Bruins. We will never give up, Boston. Never give up. Boston strong. Never give up. Nelsie Rufo joined us. Samantha Chung, hello. Let me go back. I'm going to pin the goal today. I'm going to launch some missiles here in a second. I'm ready to launch and launch missiles. Let's smoke them. Thank you for joining me live. Make sure you tell your friends to join. Coming to you from the downtown crossing across from Macy's Fashion. I get all my clothes at Macy's. And my coffee, the Italian mob is always good friends with the Irish mob. We get along. Did I wait? Never mind. Scrub that. Scrub that video. The Italians have good coffee. Oh, good coffee. Hey, oh. Starbucks puts arsenic in their coffee. They store the coffee beans in warehouses with rat poison. That's Starbucks. Arsenic in their coffee. That's why I go to Cafe Nero. Today, I'm going to be celebrating, getting ready for the 4th of July on the Boston Common at the Brewer Fountain by the Park Street stop. Brewer Fountain on the Boston Common today from 12 to 7. Actually, it's going to be 1 to 7, 1300 because I'm running late. I got to eat. DJs have to eat. Jay Wolf, make sure you invite your friends. Thanks for joining. Seek Believes, thank you for joining. Rosada Lopez, make sure you invite your friends. The Three Cousins, invite your friends to join this live stream, please. Sigma, ST76, Sensei Mac, invite, please invite. I'll invite you as a guest too. Thank you. Please go to clubevan.com and free Evan. Go to clubevan.com before the CIA shuts it down. If you like music, music saves lives. I play progressive house and electronic at clubevan.com. And since I was a rocker when I was a kid, I also slip into some Metallica or Rammstein. So join me on clubevan.com for music, fashion, and art. Boston strong. Getting ready for the 4th of July. In Boston, it's epic. Faux show. Faux shizzle. Jonathan, thanks for joining. B-Kitch43, thanks for joining. Make sure you invite your friends to this live stream. Please invite your friends. Chasing Dreams 21. This is a pre-4th of July party, so tell your friends. Chef Saturn, thanks, man. Good to have you on. BDAT. Who? BDAT? Cody. 86, thanks for coming on. Ember Fonda, I love that name. Howard. Oh, Howard, that's a Welsh name like me, like Evan from heaven. Howard is Welsh. Welcome, Howard Pipkin. Fly Guy Tony, welcome. I love it when Wales and the UK join. Gillian joined. Picante. Chef Saturn. Thanks, guys. Make sure you invite your friends to join this live stream and join us today in Boston. I want to say hi. I'm gonna go back here. Patty Lyle. Patty Lyle 5, thanks. Steve White, Dean Fisher, Chris Wood, Brandon Allen, Michelle. Thanks for joining. Lily Wynn, thanks for joining. Butterfly. Gosh, we've got Mexico, the UK, Australia, South Africa. Thanks for joining. Make sure you go to clubevan.com and free Evan. Do that before the CIA shuts me down. clubevan.com. Let there be light. I got this mask idea. Well, my other masks are inspired by Daft Punk, but this one was inspired by Kanye. And Kanye West had this mask. It's a LED mask on Amazon for $60. It's worth it. Look at all these different $60 LED mask on Amazon. I am the official DJ service for squirrels and pigeons only in parks. I DJ for squirrels and pigeons only, no humans. clubevan.com if you want to hire me, but I only do raves for animals. It's time to give back to nature. I DJ for pigeons and squirrels, rave service at clubevan.com. Spread the word, free Evan. Ketchum, thanks for joining. I love you, Ketchum. Thank you so much for that. Diamond. If you're generous, I will tell the world. I will tell New York Times. I was just in Boston News, and the Boston Globe says I am a local Boston fashion icon and vibe architect. Wow. Thank you, Boston Globe. Thank you, Boston News. Thank you, Bild in Germany, the tabloid Bild. The Germans love me. They love my music. What can I say? Welcome, Israel. 100%. Israel, thank you. Mexico, that's where I was conceived. I consider myself a Mexican American. That's where I was conceived, Mexico. I consider myself a Mexican American, so don't mess around with us. Like my Mexican friends, when I grew up in Idaho, there's a lot of, it's like little Mexico in Idaho. And all my friends were either Mormon or Mexican. And my Mexican friends used to say, Evan, if you were conceived in Mexico, you're one of us. And tell these haters, they mess with one bean, they mess with the whole burrito. So you mess with my people, you mess with me. Get it? Got it? Good. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure you invite your friends to this live stream. You can see what Boston's all about here. I'll show you. Look at this is the Common. We are about to celebrate the 4th of July in Boston. The 4th of July in Boston is epic. I've had my caffeine, so I'm waking up ready to DJ on the Common at the Brewer Fountain today from 12 to 7. Join me by the Park Street stop by the Tourist Center. I'll be there. Michelle Wu might stop by. I want a selfie, Michelle. Mayor Wu, thank you, Governor Hailey, for allowing the park service. And thank you to the Boston Police for not shutting down my raves. Now they serve ice cream at my raves. They used to shut me down, but anyhow. Anywho, NJ, I just want to say hi to some of you guys. It's really nice having you guys on my live stream. Please invite Rad Max Tattoos. Please invite your clients. I want a tattoo. I've got one right here. Rad Max Tattoos. Look at that, a Celtic cross. Ireland. Celtic. Catholic. DJ Evan McIntyre. And you know McIntyre is a typical Boston name. Joey McIntyre is in my clan, but Joey is much better looking. That's why I wear a mask. Joey McIntyre from New Kids. New Kids on the Block. I'm DJ Evan McIntyre. You can call me DJ Evan MC the Hitman. People say I'm the Hitman, DJ Hitman, because I'm in the Irish mob. Not true. If I was in the Irish mob, I wouldn't tell you. But DJ Hitman means I play the hits. I don't shoot people, I play the hits. That's why they call me the Hitman. The best mix. The best mix is on clubevan.com. Visit clubevan.com. Can you remember that, or are you a funny monkey? Only a daft monkey could not remember clubevan.com. Easy to remember. TikTok is asking me if I need to take a break. Snooze. Okay, so let's see. Vanna, Shama, thank you. Yvonne, Maria, so nice to have you. Invite your friends. Lynette Prondy, invite your friends. Mika J, thank you. Josh Paul, please invite your friends to this live broadcast. Jeff, Art Time, invite your friends to this broadcast. Misty, oh, I get these nice messages. Thank you. That warms my heart. I just want to say To everyone out there, God bless you. And this 4th of July, be thankful for your freedom and thank a veteran. Without veterans, you would not be free. I could not do this live stream if it weren't for our veterans. Please support veterans at woundedwarriorproject.org. Injured veterans sometimes have PTSD, and sometimes they are suicidal. And our government does not take care of veterans, so we have to. Go to woundedwarriorproject.org and give monthly to show your support and also to show appreciation. You're free because of our veterans. You can thank them. Many of them are homeless. That's a tragedy, America. We have homeless veterans. You can do something by helping at a veterans hospital. I'm getting choked up. I'm verklempt. Hang on. Breathe, Anakin. Anakin, breathe. Support our veterans by donating your time at a veterans hospital or any veteran cause. Make sure you thank your veterans this 4th of July for being free. The Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Navy SEALs, that's the reason you can walk free. That's the reason Hitler did not become a world leader, is because of our U.S. veterans. That's why we have diversity and people of color, because if Hitler would have had his way, there would be some kind of weird Aryan and no ethnic, no culture, no diversity. So thank our veterans, especially those that are still alive from World War II. They saved a lot of people. Remember, 6 million Jews died because of Hitler, and it would have been worse if it weren't for our veterans. Go to woundedwarriorproject.org and support our veterans. There we go. That's the one I want. Wow, number one, Samantha Chong. Thank you. Hello, Samantha Chong. You're one of my favorites. Number one. You are number one, Samantha. When you guys, I'm going to follow you, Samantha. Thank you. I'm going to send you a gift, Samantha. Thank you. I'm going to wrap up this broadcast, but I want to say happy 4th of July, not just to Americans. When I say my prayers at night, I don't say God bless America. I say God bless the world. We have neighbors. Love thy neighbor. That means Mexico, Canada, Russia, Palestine, Israel. Jesus loved everybody. There were no enemies in his book. Look at that chandelier. I'm like Sia. I want to swing from the chandelier. Boston is beautiful, isn't it? Lovely, isn't it? On that stage, I think you might see Mayor Wu or Governor Hailey. A lot of celebrities come down on the 4th of July at the Brewer Fountain by the Park Street stop. I'm going to be DJing. DJ Evan McIntyre. Joey McIntyre might show up from the New Kids, or the whole gang New Kids on the Block. Mark Wahlberg and Donnie Wahlberg. I have to say, and I'm not endorsing a product, but the Wahlburgers is my favorite cheeseburger. Wahlburgers at Fenway. So on the 4th of July at the Brewer Fountain, you might see Mayor Wu, you might see Donnie Wahlberg or Joey McIntyre or New Kids on the Block at the Brewer Fountain. We are there every day from 12 to 7 playing music, and there's vendors and fun. The Brewer Fountain is at the Park Street stop by the Tourist Center with Footprints of Boston and clubevan.com. Alex, thank you so much. I like you too. And please, Alex, tell your friends to join this broadcast before it's over. And the CIA is going to shut me down. They're trying to protect me because there's some nefarious groups. I hate to say this, but in Boston, we have a lot of protests on the Common, and sometimes white supremacists or the Proud Boys or the Nazi scum show up to ruin everything. And they threatened me because I am pro-democracy. I don't like these Nazis. I don't like white supremacists. So they threaten me. They're thugs. They follow me around. They are white trash, Nazi scum. And we don't want them in Boston, but the police told me they can't do anything to protect me or stop them because free speech. I understand that. But it doesn't mean that I can't speak out against them. They have free speech. I have free speech too. My grandpa killed a lot of Nazis. We may have to do it again.
Show me. Oh, can you do Sorry for I didn't know. Thank you.
So Proud Boys and all you white supremacists that come to Boston to the No Kings rally and whatever they do, I don't get involved with those rallies. I just want to have fun and play music. But I went to Burger King and there was a woman with a No King sign. She had a No King sign at Burger King. This is what Boston looks like right before the 4th of July, the independent city, the revolutionary city. Up there on stage, we've got military. Make sure you support the veterans. We're all about veterans in Boston because we owe them our freedom. Who are the veterans? Have you ever heard of people like Paul Revere? The British are coming. The British. World War I, World War II. You can thank our veterans for your freedom. Afghanistan, the Gulf War, Iraq. A lot of those veterans suffer from PTSD and are suicidal. So please support our veterans this 4th of July. Thank a veteran. Our government doesn't help them. Our government does nothing for veterans. And many veterans are homeless. I'm not a veteran, but I come from a military family. My grandfather was a colonel in World War II. Like I said, he killed a lot of Nazis, and that's the reason you're free. So thank you to Grandpa McIntyre. McIntyre strong, Boston strong. Happy 4th of July. Alex, thanks so much for liking it. Seth, thank you, Seth. That thoughts, say hi. I'll say hi to you. Buddy Butts going, thank you, buddy. Mankind 1, thank you. I'm getting a lot of love on this live stream. I want to say one last thing before I wrap things up. I got to go DJ, but please go to clubevan.com. You can follow me on Instagram at DJ Club Evan. I love TikTok. This is my platform. TikTok. Thank you guys for coming on, and please go to clubevan.com. Join us, Footprints of Boston, at the Brewer Fountain every day of the summer at the Brewer Fountain in the Boston Common, right by the Park Street Tea Stop, right by the Tourist Center. We're going to be broadcasting, DJing, music, food, vendors, fashion, art at the Brewer Fountain every day of the summer from 12 to 7, playing music. Stop by on the 4th of July. You might see, like I said, the Wahlbergs, New Kids on the Block, Mayor Wu, Governor Hailey. You might see some of the famous Red Sox players, or the Bruins, or the Celtics, or the Patriots. Stop by the Brewer Fountain on the 4th of July especially, or any day of the summer from 12 to 7 with Footprints of Boston, the finest men in blue in the country, the Boston Police Force, keeping us safe and sound. Thank you, Boston Police. Many of them are veterans, and they love it when I play the Scorpions' Wind of Change. I'm a DJ, and sometimes the police officers, they want to hear rock and roll because they have tough jobs and they would like to rock out. All these veterans love Metallica. I gave Metallica their first platinum album in the early 90s, DJ Evan McIntyre. And Lars, the drummer for Metallica, said to me, Evan, you make Metallica very, very happy. I was the first DJ to really play Metallica in a big way on the legendary KFXD in Boise, Idaho. And I handed, in the Snake Pit at a Metallica concert, I gave James Hetfield their first platinum album. You can see the photos and the story of DJ Evan MC and Metallica, the platinum album, the legendary rock and roll group, the biggest metal group of all time, Metallica. Watch their Live in Mexico, Metallica, on clubevan.com. Follow me at DJ Club Evan. I want to say a big shout out to Footprints of Boston, Joey McIntyre of the New Kids on the Block, Donnie and Mark Wahlberg. I also want to say to my old friend Marty Walsh, Marty's in recovery like I am. We're Irish, and I got to tell you, if you're doing drugs or drinking, you're wasting your time. Go to smartrecovery.org. smartrecovery.org. If you have friends that flaunt alcohol or drugs or encourage you to drink or do drugs, they're not your friends. You could be a superstar, but if you're doing drugs and drinking alcohol, you're wasting your time and you'll end up in prison, in a psych unit, or homeless. Take it from an Irishman. There's no hope. There is no future. There are no good relationships if you're drinking alcohol and doing drugs. Go to smartrecovery.org. That message is from Marty Walsh, our former mayor, and me, DJ Evan MC. The Irish, I know it's a stereotype, but we speak from experience. I used to drink Jägermeister, now I drink Diet Coke. Diet Coke is American champagne. A lot better than the Jägermeister I used to drink. And if you talk to Marty Walsh, he'll tell you the same thing. Thank you, Marty Walsh, and thank you, Mayor Wu. God bless America. Happy 4th of July. Stop by today. I'm going to play the national anthem by Whitney Houston when she did it live. I miss you, Whitney Houston. If there's one person I miss, it's Whitney Houston. Rest in peace. We'll play the national anthem by her when she did it at the Super Bowl, the #1 selling single of all time, Whitney Houston, the national anthem. Join us at the Brewer Fountain every day of the summer, 12 to 7 on the Common, with Footprints of Boston and the Boston Parks and Recreation, the Boston Common, where Bostonians are anything but common. So, let there be light. The last thing I want to say is that guardian angels are watching over you. If you can hear my voice, everything happens for a reason. My mom, when I was conceived in Mexico, she said God told her that I was going to be special. I was going to be like John in the Bible. Just a man, not a prophet or not better than you. But she said, Evan, you're going to shine the light on the Word of God like John. Because I think the second coming is around the corner. You need to tell people that they're loved and not to worry about their mistakes. Don't worry about your mistakes or your sins. That's why Jesus died, so you can be free of that. He knows you're human. He knows you sin. I sin 100 times a day, but I always try to be a better man the next day. I pray, God, please help me sin less. And that's all he wants. He just wants you to go forward and sin no more. But he knows you're human, and he knows you make mistakes. And the mistakes that you made are just learning experiences. They're not a life sentence. Again, your mistakes are just learning experiences. The mistakes you made in the past, you learn from them. It's not a life sentence. Forgive yourself. That's why Jesus died, so you don't have to worry about your sins. He took them on for you. And he knows you're going to sin tomorrow, and that's okay. You just got to do your best. That's all he wants. And he wants you to have a good, happy life. Don't listen to the haters. They're going to scare you. They're going to tell you you're going to hell. That's not true. If you're hearing my voice, it means you're a good person. Guardian angels want you to know that they're protecting you. Guardian angels are telling you right now through me, through heaven. That's, you know, Evan is a Welsh name that means heaven sent. 777 Evan from heaven is telling you, God wants you to know you will always be okay. Guardian angels are watching over you. Things always work out for you anyway, right? So why do you worry? No fear. And if you're down in the dumps, if you're depressed, I was suicidal. I've been there. But, you know, God told me, hang on, Evan. Opportunity is right around the corner. The love of your life might be right around the corner. So in times of despair, in the words of Winston Churchill, never give up. John Rich, Alex, I love you, Alex. Thank you so much for liking. Alex is going crazy with the love here. Thank you, Mexico, UK, Australia for joining. And remember, guardian angels are watching over you. You will always be okay. And the message from heaven says, guardian angels on earth and guardian angels in heaven are watching over you. You'll be okay. Forgive yourself. You can always start new. The past is just learning experience. You just learn from your mistakes. It's not a life sentence. And remember, you are no better than or no less than anybody else. If a hater tells you that you're bad, say you are no better than me and no less than me. No human on this planet is better than you or less than you. Make sure you don't drink and drug. Eat proper nutrition and exercise. That's the best high. And then you'll be a superstar. And again, if your family or friends encourage you to drink, or they flaunt drinking and they flaunt drugs and they encourage you to, they're not your friends. Find new ones. You have potential. God wants you to know you can rise to the top. How are you going to help people if you're hurting yourself with drugs and alcohol? You can't help anyone unless you take care of yourself. And if somebody in your family, if there's a hater, there's a lot of Karens. And men can be Karens too. If somebody's bossy to you, stand up for yourself. Don't be a doormat. And if somebody starts to fight with you, just walk away and let them cool down. They'll come around. They'll calm down. When somebody's angry, don't engage. Jesus said, turn the other cheek. And as far as our neighbors around the world, immigrants or Palestinians or Israelis, you got to love thy neighbor. And Jesus loved everybody. He didn't take sides. If Jesus was here, he wouldn't say, oh, I'm on Israel's side, or oh, I'm on Palestine's side, or I'm on Russia. No, Jesus would say, I'm on everybody's side. I love everybody, and I'm going to find solutions and way to create peace. I'm not going to point fingers. You should only point your finger at somebody if your side of the street is clean. Worry about your own sins. Don't worry about other people. When these people on the street, when Jesus was alive, there was a woman who was an adulterer. They thought she was a slut, and they were going to stone her. All these men and women grabbed rocks, and they were going to throw them at an adulterer and kill her because they thought she was promiscuous. And Jesus said, he who is without sin, cast the first stone. My favorite verse in the Bible. My other favorite, judge not, lest ye be judged. So with immigrants or Palestine or Israel or Russia or MAGA or Democrats, love thy neighbor. Stop pointing the finger and find solutions, Democrats and Republicans, instead of condemning. Find solutions and be a peacemaker like Gandhi. Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. Again, hey Alex, I invited you to join, but I'm just finishing up, but Alex, hey Alex. Oh, that's so great. Where are you? Are you here? No. Oh my God, he's right in this thing. That's too cool. Alex is right here. Look at this. He's in the corner here of the screen, and then he's right there. Unbelievable. That's too cool. Okay, so I'm sorry, Alex. Is that okay?
Yes,
Okay. Put people on the spot. Okay, one final thing. Let's see. What did I want to say? Well, my dad's biggest hero was Winston Churchill. And the 4th of July is appropriate. Because like I said, opportunity for you might be right around the corner. If you're feeling down or you're broke, everybody's broke. The billionaires, I guess, just don't have enough money. Another one of my favorite verses in the Bible says, it is easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. So stop worshiping billionaires. Except the billionaires who are giving away their wealth, like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. Those are the smart ones. They've seen the light. For the love of money is the root of all evil. If you're fortunate enough to be a billionaire, you better start giving it back to the homeless, to the veterans who are homeless, and stop flying around in space. We need help here on Earth. So the last thing I want to say, I'll get off my soapbox. The CIA is protecting me, but they're threatening to, because I'm a freedom fighter, and because of the Proud Boys and these white supremacists, the Nazi scum Proud Boys, and they're threatening me, they're taunting me, they follow me, they call me gay, even though I don't identify that way. I, of course, am 100% behind the LGBTQ community, and I'm also, I grew up in a family where we celebrated civil rights, and my parents taught me how important Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa. So yeah, there's a lot of these white supremacists that are giving me hell. The Boston police and the intel can't do anything about it because of freedom of speech, and no violence has happened. So, but they are protecting me. But if you could do me a favor, call your favorite news station and tell them to get an investigative journalist to cover me in case anything happens to me because of my pro-democracy and my anti-Nazi. These Nazi scum are coming to Boston to our rallies, like the No Kings or whatever. I don't get involved with politics. I stand in the middle and try to keep everyone from fighting. I'm not MAGA and I'm not Democrat. I think both Democrats and Republicans are failing us. Big pharma, big food, corporate, you know, this is, America is starting to, we're in trouble. So please call your news station. All you have to do is, it will take you 5 minutes. Email your favorite news source and tell them to get an investigative journalist to go to clubevan.com and free Evan. If I have enough protection, because the government, the intelligence, CIA, they can't do anything because Proud Boys and these Nazis, they have free speech. They can only do so much protection for me. The Boston police have told me they don't have enough units. They say they can't give me protection. They don't have enough money. They don't have enough units. So what I really love is especially like German intelligence, because the Germans get me because they don't want their country to burn again from these Nazis. And the Germans told me, Evan, we cannot afford to have Germany burned down again. We have the white supremacists and the Nazis are starting to rise in Europe again too. There's a lot of racism. And it's despicable because this world will burn again if Nazis take over. We had the blueprint in World War II. So please, tell an investigative journalist that the way they can protect me is by constant surveillance. I welcome a reality show, even in my bathroom. I have no privacy. I don't care. As long as cameras are always on me. Because when I took out my phone, when those Proud Boys and those Nazis were in the Common at the No Kings rally giving me hell and calling me homophobic names, when I took out my phone and started filming them, they ran for the hills. So if anybody gives you trouble, the first thing you do is take out your phone and start filming. Like with George Floyd or with Rodney King. The only reason justice prevailed is because people took out their cameras. Anytime you see a fight, film it. Let it go viral. And if you see the Proud Boys giving me hell on the Common, or if you go to the Common and there's a rally, either Democrat or Republican, but if there's racism going on, yeah, they have free speech, but we do too. And when I say that my grandpa killed a lot of Nazis, and we may have to do it again, that's my free speech. TikTok kicked me off the other day, but I don't think they're going to do it again after some threats of legal action, because I have free speech. And TikTok in China, with communism, they don't understand free speech. So I will calm down. I've had my caffeine, so my dosha is on fire, and I'm ready to DJ and have fun. I'm going to lighten up. I've got to lighten the mood. But please contact investigative journalists, your favorite news source, and tell them to interview me. They'll see that this is real and it's not just some crazy DJ. Live free or die. That is my message. I come from a long line of McIntyre strong, Boston strong freedom fighters, all the way back to the Revolution, when we broke away from the monarchy, because Irish, Scotch-Irish like me and the Welsh, we were persecuted by the British. So when we fought against the British and we came to America, we don't want to mess around with anybody taking away our freedom. The billionaires we're back to a monarchy. We may have to dump the tea again, and a class warfare may be coming. That's why people are shouting "Free Luigi." You know, they're basically raping us, the billionaires. We should have nice things. We should all have the American dream. I feel sorry for Gen Z, because when I was their age, I had a car and I had nice things. Kids today can't have nice things because we have billionaires. There used to just be millionaires. There was a time when there were no billionaires. I want to get back to that. And if our billionaires are wasting money trying to colonize Mars, and if they're on drugs, like ketamine is not a therapeutic drug. I used to do ketamine back in my party days. I was a DJ. Come on, I know about raves, and ketamine is not therapeutic. It's like crystal meth. So I would tell some of these billionaires to wise up and start helping here on Earth instead of building robots that will replace us. And instead of colonizing Mars, which is futile because it's uninhabitable. Do you want to go to Mars? I don't. I like trees. I like grass. I like fresh air. So let's fix Earth first before we colonize Mars, and give that money to the veterans, the homeless veterans, you dolt. So I'm going to wrap things up because I'm way off schedule. But when I get passionate, you know, a lot of people say don't talk about politics. I really am not taking sides. There's a lot of things about President Trump that I like. I'm like Alexander the Great. I think we should expand the empire. I think we should make the Canada Purchase, like in the spirit of Thomas Jefferson. I think we should make the Greenland Purchase. But we have a problem of treating our indigenous people wrong. And if we do make the Greenland Purchase, because we need those minerals to build the empire and to protect ourselves, Greenland, every person should get $1,000, and in this economy, they would take it. They would gladly take $1,000 each, and then we would make, like in the spirit of Thomas Jefferson, the Greenland Purchase, the Canada Purchase, and my favorite, the Mexico Purchase. I would like to have a home on the beach in Mexico. We would have to nuke the cartels, but I believe if we made the Mexico Purchase and made it part of the United States, used our tax money to clean it up and get rid of the cartels, not only would it end the drug problem, it would end the immigration problem. Mexico, Canada, Greenland all become part of the United States. I encourage President Trump to move forward on that. If I was your king, I would make the Mexico Purchase, the Canada Purchase, in the spirit of Genghis Khan and Alexander the Great, in the spirit of Thomas Jefferson. You know, Russia's expanding, China is expanding. We need to expand the empire. Why would we stop? We are pioneers. I would love to have a home in Mexico by the beach. Like I said, that's beautiful land. Let's tear down that wall in Mexico. Join Mexico. Become one big island. Then we're safe in a war if we have oceans between us. Some of you may think I'm crazy. They thought Thomas Jefferson was crazy for making the Louisiana Purchase. They thought our forefathers were crazy for expanding out to California. Why should we stop now? We have to think outside of the box. Like I said, a giant island is safe during war. Let's make the Mexico Purchase, the Canada Purchase, and the Greenland Purchase. Let's overthrow Putin. He's worse than Hitler. I'll give you my thoughts on Iran at some point, but this is a holiday right now. We're entering into the 4th of July, so we got to lighten up, stop talking about politics, and have fun. Today I'm going to be playing a special Bruno Mars mix, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Usher, Neil Diamond, a favorite of Boston, Sweet Caroline, and Metallica for the Police, the Boston Police. They love Metallica and the Scorpions. And then some progressive house, my favorite. At the Brewer Fountain with Footprints of Boston. Thanks for joining me. God bless you. Happy 4th of July. DJ Evan MC, clubevan.com. And thank you, Alex. Really cool. Unbelievable. Thank you. Bye, everybody. I want to save this. Gotta be careful because I'm still not familiar with TikTok. She broke my heart. I gotta stop with these deep topics. But she did. She broke my heart. Okay. There we go. Bye bye. Bye bye now. Bye bye. Draw the puzzle. Und immer weiter, which means